Okay, the next graph we're going to do is a histogram, and it's really similar to a bar graph. It's used to display grouped discrete data, so grouped discrete or continuous data. So you could represent height or weight on a histogram. It's the same as the bar graph, but there is a continuous scale on the x-axis, and there are no gaps between the bars. So let's draw one from this data. This frequency table shows the number of girls in the class that bought their lunch at the canteen in the month of September. So 0 up to 2, there was one girl. Now it's up to 2, so 2 is not included, so really that's just 0 or 1. Okay, 2 and up to 4, so really it's 2 or 3 times. There was 3 girls. 4 and up to 6 was 4. 6 and up to 8 is 7. 8 and up to 10 is 8. 10 up to 12 is 4. And then 12 to 14 is 3. So we'll go down to our histogram here, and I'll have to move away from the data. Complete a histogram to illustrate this data. So we've got our title, and we need a scale on the y-axis, so we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we don't have to go any further higher than that. Okay, so 0 and up to 2, and I'll just, rather than going back up, I'll just tell you what they were. That was one person. So we go across from 1 and down, and that's our first bar on the histogram. Now the next category was 2 and up to 4, and that was 3 people. So we're going up to there and down, and of course use a ruler. Try and do it with straighter than that. And 4 and up to 6 was 4, and down. 6 and up to 8 was 7, across to there, and draw it down. Oops. And then 8 and up to 10 was 8. It's getting more girls. Here, there. Remember, there's no gaps. 10 and up to 12 was 4. And 12 to 14 was 3. And quite nice if you, so they stand out, let you colour them in. And you do them a lot neater than this. And you can do them all the same colour, just counting girls. And then you've probably got some questions to answer. Oh, we can go right across here, up here, because it's all joined up. And then it stands out nicely, and you can see the shape of the data. Oh, right. Get our pen back. And so just going back up, there was our data, and now we've put it onto the graph, and we're going to answer some questions. How many girls in the class bought their lunch less than 6 times? So less than 6 is that many. It's those 3 categories. So how many were in there? 4, 3 and 1. Or you can do it off here. We're adding 4, 3 and 1 together, and so the answer is 8 girls bought their lunch less than 6 times. What was the most frequent number of times girls bought their lunch? So we're looking at the highest bar, and it was 8, and it was 8 to 10. Didn't include 10, so we can just say 8 or 9 times. and how many girls were in the class. And so we just need to add up. I can go back and do it off, add all these up together. 7, 15, 19, 26, 29, 30 all together. And so, or we could do it off the graph too by reading these, adding these top numbers together. And go down and fill that in. And then you've got one to do on page 11 in the booklet.